This is the Reds POSTCAST, your instant game reaction for the Cincinnati Reds. Part of the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day.
Say, you all smell that? That smells like playoff baseball on the horizon for the Cincinnati Reds. Good afternoon, Reds fans, and welcome to another edition of the POSTCAST, brought to you by Locked On Reds and the Locked On Podcast Network, your team every day. I am Tim Daniel. I am a lifelong Reds fan. I've been podcasting about this team for 5 years at publications such as Late Night Reds and the Riverfront. And I am also live tonight again on Locked On MLB and Locked On Daily, as we discuss, even though the Reds taking a 4-2 loss today to the Milwaukee Brewers, which we're going to talk a lot about, the Reds punched their ticket to the 2025 Major League Baseball playoffs and are due for a trip to Los Angeles. If you are just checking my show out for the first time, welcome. We are so glad to have you. Please be sure to hit that notification button so you can not only get me after every single playoff game, because we're still rolling, baby, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. Oof. This episode is brought to you by 5 Hour Energy. Enough with boring, flavorless caffeine. It's time to give your caffeine a flavor upgrade with 5 Hour Energy shots. Go to 5hourenergy.com or Amazon today. On today's show, we're going to the playoffs. We're going to the playoffs. We're going to freaking figure out how the hell did we get here? Because it was a kind of season, right? We're going to talk about Terry Francona leaning in the Marlins winning today more than the Reds winning. And I'm going to complain about it, even though the Reds won today. My job is to recap the game. So we're going to talk about that. And Chase Burns today looked like a man on a mission, a guy who knew what was up today. All that and a whole lot more. Of course, I'm going to hear from you, our everydayers. Let's get started.
This is what you'll be talking about.
You want to talk about how big this is? The Reds are in the postseason. First time since 2020, obviously. First time since 2013 in a full season. And I'm 36 years old. And it's only the sixth time in my life the Cincinnati Reds been in the playoffs. Think about that. In my 36 years of living, 30 of them I have not watched the Reds play postseason baseball. That's why I'm going to enjoy each and every moment of this. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to take all this in. And the way that the Reds got here obviously was not ideal. It was very frightening at times, right? I mean, look, we can list all the things off. It's all the series losses we talked about all year. It's Ian Gibaut on opening day. It's 70 way too many games of Connor Joe and Santiago Espinal. It's Jeimer Candelario breaks camp with the team and is just atrocious after opening day. It's Ellie De La Cruz having the big slump. It's all the injuries that they battle in the rotation with Hunter and Lodolo. It's the ins and outs of the bullpen who are really up and down this year. They have been really good now for quite some time. It's all the times that Steven says here that we came in here and we said they were cooked and they were done, and we just didn't see how they did it. They still found a way to get into the postseason. And today was hard, right? I mean, they had to, it was winning they were in, right? And now it's a situation where, lose and hope the Mets lose and you're in. All the pressure was on the Mets today. And the Reds found a way to, even though, they took a 2-0 lead. Ellie hits a homer. You're thinking, oh my God, this is going to be great today. TJ Friedl homers the next inning. You're thinking this is going to be awesome. And then we get this situation we're in today. But we win today. We didn't win today. We take 2 out of 3 in Milwaukee. They flat out found a way to win a series there. They won 9 of the last 12 to get to this situation. They did a whole lot. Johnny, it's called having a daughter who has a mean headbutt. She's only 2, so it wasn't domestic. It wasn't, elderly abuse by any means. We were just playing around. She went boom. And now we're in a situation where the Cincinnati Reds are in the playoffs. And we're going to enjoy it. We're going to have a great time. Steven says it right there again. Hot at the right time. And let's have some fun with it because boy, I can't wait for Tuesday now. And now we discuss how they managed today's game and truly how it was not very fun the way they managed today's game. And we're going to talk about that and more right after this. Caffeine just got a flavor upgrade. 5-hour energy shots deliver tasty caffeine in 17 bold flavors. Each 2-ounce shot packs the caffeine of a premium 12-ounce cup of coffee, plus B vitamins and nutrients with 0 sugar and 0 crashes. What I love most is how portable they are. Big taste, tiny shot. You can take it anywhere and get that boost when you need it. I always reach for my favorite flavors. I love all the holiday flavors they have going on because they're refreshing and they give me that quick lift I need for a busy day. It's the perfect way to try and get things going, especially when you have to watch 2 baseball games and you're running all over the place doing errands with the family. 5 Energy comes through perfectly. Honestly, I love how fast it kicks in. That's sugar-free, so I don't have to worry about crashing later. Enough with boring, flavorless caffeine. It's time to give your caffeine a flavor upgrade with 5-hour energy shots. Get the favorites you love or be bold and try something new in store and online at 5hourenergy.com. This episode is also brought to you by Zippix Toothpicks. Whether you're looking for nicotine satisfaction or an energy boost, Zippix has you covered with their nicotine and caffeine-infused toothpicks. For nicotine users, Zippix provides a discreet way to satisfy cravings and the hand-to-mouth habit without vaping or smoking. Zippix can be a helpful tool as you work to reduce your dependence on vaping. Available in 6 great flavors with 2 milligram and 3 milligram nicotine options. And if you need energy without the crash, their caffeine toothpicks are a game changer. I've used the caffeine toothpicks before big meetings and long drives to give me the energy without the jitters, and the flavors like pepper, watermelon, mint, ice actually taste great. Go to zippixtoothpicks.com. Use code LOCKEDON for 10% from your first order. Must be 21 or older to enter. Warning: nicotine is an addictive chemical. That's zippixtoothpicks.com. Promo code LOCKEDON. Zip more, smoke less with Zippix Toothpicks. I do it every episode, but shout out our everydayers. You guys get me for at least 2 more games. But I feel like it's going to be more. And I want to thank you all for everything through this season. It's been such a joy to talk about the Reds with you all as well. Please be sure to hit that notification button, as I said, so you can not only get my show after every game, but you can get Jeff and Steve Monday through Friday on Locked On Reds as well. And be sure to also check over out Locked On MLB, where you can get all those guys over there with MLB Game Night. So if you want to see who the Reds will be playing in round 2, they got you covered there as well. All that, a whole lot more over there as well. Let's get to today's turning point.
Time to reveal where the game was won or lost. It's the turning point.
In the bad, it was a home run by the Milwaukee Brewers' Danny Jansen on a pitch that everyone knew you shouldn't throw, as he hits gives them a 3-2 lead with that 2-run homer. And honestly, I wasn't happy about it. Wasn't happy about it at all. Really frustrated. And I'm not going to come in here and bitch and moan about the fact the Reds didn't make the playoffs. Excuse my language. I'll probably get fined for that. But I will say that I thought the way that they played today was incredibly irritating. And I thought the way they managed today was incredibly irritating. I thought Tito did such a great job getting this team to be in the position today where all they had to do is get one more win. And started with the lineup. This every other day, Trevino, Tyler Stevenson thing, that has to stop in the playoffs. That has to stop. We cannot go out there and do this again. Tyler Stevenson's got to play. And then Brady Singer has a personal catcher as the 4th guy in the rotation. It's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. But honestly, I've heard this both ways. Yeah, Brady Singer's probably left in too long. But he also has to know not to throw that pitch. That you cannot throw that pitch to Danny Jansen. I mean, literally, it was like Brantley was talking about in the whole darn broadcast. Like, hey, if you throw him into here, he's going to put it over the wall. And that's how it goes. And obviously that's what happened. And then, of course, they go to Nick Lodolo. Nick Lodolo gets the hit to Andrew Vaughn, and so on and so forth. But why is Sal Stewart in the lineup? Why is Tyler Stevenson not in the lineup? That's the only negativity I'm going to have on this episode. I really felt like Tito could have managed this game better to where they could have really just won this game. But you know what? That's it. We're just going to, everything else goes out of the way because they got there. They earned the right to be here. They didn't back in. I'm not listening to any bull crap about they didn't back in. No. After that Pirates series loss, they had to go on a hell of a run there. And they did. And they also had to do a lot of, they had to have a lot of things go their way. And they did. They were awesome after the Sacramento series. Can't take anything away from that. Shout out to Miami Marlins today as well, who helped out a ton, winning 2-3 against the Mets in the series. Look, we were going into the Novi Marte robbery, not knowing, what was in, knowing that they needed to get this series win against the Brewers, and they did it. So I really love it, and I'm really happy. Today was frustrating at times, the late pools are for guys and things like that, but I'm super stoked that they won, and I can't wait to see how they manage the postseason because I think Tito's going to be in his bag to get them to get some wins for sure. You know who else was awesome though today was Chase Burns, and he gave the Reds a whole lot to look forward to, not only in the postseason but and beyond, and I was super impressed. So let's talk about that right after this. All right, well, we're just going to go ahead and do this. You've probably seen a million ads for hair growth products and thought, sure, like that actually works. There are so many products out there, and it's hard to know which ones are actually going to do anything. That's why you should give Nutrafol a closer look. Nutrafol is the #1 dermatologist-recommended hair growth supplement brand, trusted by over 1.5 million people. And now, Nutrafol is the official hair growth partner of Major League Baseball. You can feel great about what you've been putting into your body since Nutrafol has growth supplements, are backed by peer-reviewed studies and NSF content certified, the gold standard in third-party certifications for supplements. I love that Nutrafol is simple to add to your day. 4 pills with a meal, no prescription needed, easy, and you can feel good about it knowing Nutrafol is NSF certified and backed by peer-reviewed studies. See thicker, stronger, faster growing hair with less shedding in just 3 to 6 months with Nutrafol. For a limited time, Nutrafol is offering our listeners $10 off your first month subscription and free shipping when you go to Nutrafol.com and enter the promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Find out why Nutrafol is the best-selling hair growth supplement brand at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. That's Nutrafol.com, promo code LOCKEDONMLB. Are we ready for playoff baseball? Because I know I am, and I cannot wait to get to Tuesday night. I don't think they've announced the schedule. I assume they're going to probably wait to see when. Currently, sure enough, it says right here at LA to be determined on Tuesday. I imagine they will be the later game as well. And there were some guys who definitely put up a fight, but my locked on player of the game today is Chase Burns, and I'm going to get to why.
This is the Locked On Player of the Game.
When they needed someone to keep them in the game, to have a chance to get some things going, Chase Burns was awesome today. And obviously we know we know why he was drafted number 2 overall. And this is a guy who, even though he's still a rookie, he gets it. Even though that he's actually, I believe, I don't think he hit his innings limit, did he? So he's going to be a rookie next year. No, okay. He did get his innings limit. My apologies. So no rookie of the year Chase Burns next year, but Sal Stewart will be on the ticket. Didn't hit his at-bats. Today goes 2 innings, and goes an inning 2/3 with 4 strikeouts, does have 2 walks, but I'm not worried about that. No, none of this. Chase Burns is the closer thing. There's a reason he's going to be a starter, and Brantley said it right away in that game. He can throw a changeup for a strike, and he's going to be a starter. Now, if he wants to be a closer in the playoffs, a la David Price, sure, sign me up. But there's no way Chase Burns goes into 2026 as the closer. That's a waste of the number 2 overall pick in the draft. And today, he was awesome. His last 7 outings, he has had 1.69 ERA in 16 innings. He has 22 strikeouts and just 4 walks and 3 earned runs. This is going to be so fun to see what he does, and he's going to be a weapon for this team in the postseason. Can you imagine when they go to LA? Hunter Green throws like 6 innings in game 1. He actually might not be ready for game 1 since it's in 2 days. And then he goes out there and takes care of business. Man, I cannot wait. Really happy with his rookie campaign and really excited to see what he brings for the Reds. But now we see where we go because it gets interesting. The Reds are losers today, though, to the Milwaukee Brewers, 4-2. The Brewers have 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors. The Reds have 2 runs on 5 hits, no errors. Your winning pitcher today is Trevor McGill. He is now 6-3. Brady Singer takes the loss. He is now 14-12. And Abner Uribe picks up his 7th save of the year. And now we move on to Tuesday in Los Angeles. The Reds are on their way to LA to start game 1 against the Dodgers. We don't know anything about it. I assume it's going to be Hunter Green pitching game 1. Seems like that makes the most sense to me. We don't know who the Dodgers will throw out. I assume we know who they will throw out. We don't know when first pitch will be, but we will get all that updated, and I'm super excited. Also, keep an eye out for some more Reds content on Locked On Reds this week. Say, maybe even tonight. Everyone, thank you so much. It's so awesome to be here. It's so awesome we're talking about the Reds in the playoffs. I cannot wait to see how this goes. I love you all. Let's go Red Legs. Let's go shock the world, right? Let's go to LA and let's beat the Dodgers. Let's do it. See you all.